When it comes to quality audio, what's more important? The microphone itself, the location of the microphone, or the post-processing you do to the audio afterwards? Let's find out. In front of me here, I have 4 completely different styles of microphones at 4 completely different price points. Let's start at the cheapest and move up to the most expensive. First, we have the Rode Pod Mic. This only costs $99. This one specifically here is the USB version, which can do either XLR or USB. This one's $200. This microphone is made to be used very close to your mouth in a podcast or voice-over recording style setting. Next up, we have the Rode VideoMic NTG. This is used as a shotgun style microphone that you could use on your camera, or you can plug it in and use it with a computer and USB-C. So I've actually been doing voiceover work with this microphone for a couple of years now just because it's so convenient. This mic currently costs $250. Next up, we have the Sennheiser MKE2 lav mic. This is my personal favorite lav microphone, and it's pretty expensive at $400. Obviously, it's made to be clipped on your shirt, but today we're going to be testing it very close to our mouths to see what we can get the audio quality sounding like. Finally, the microphone that you're listening to me on right now is Sennheiser's MKH416. This is a $1,000 shotgun microphone that's used on movie sets all around the world, and as you can see, it's out of frame. For the test, I'm going to be pulling it down and we're gonna get really close to it. For the first 2 tests here, let's just listen to mic placement. Right now, I'm about 18 inches away from each one of these microphones. Can you hear a difference? Can you choose a favorite? Right now, I'm about 18 inches away from each one of these microphones. Can you hear a difference? Can you choose a favorite? Right now, I'm about 18 inches away from each one of these microphones. Can you hear a difference? Can you choose a favorite? Right now, I'm about 18 inches away from each one of these microphones. Can you hear a difference? Can you choose a favorite? Now, after this first test, I was sure I had done something wrong because to me, all 3 of those first microphones sounded identical. I checked my recording device here to make sure that I hadn't combined them together somehow, and I hadn't. So somehow, the first 3 microphones made by different manufacturers, different types of microphones at different prices, they each sound almost the exact same from this distance. The 416 does sound slightly better to me, but of course it should for $1,000. Now, the real reason I wanted to do this test is because I wanted to pick out the best microphone for voiceover work. So right now I am 2 or 3 inches away from each one of these microphones. Can you hear a difference? Is it clear which one is the winner? So right now I am 2 or 3 inches away from each one of these microphones. Can you hear a difference? Is it clear which one is the winner? So right now, I am 2 or 3 inches away from each one of these microphones. Can you hear a difference? Is it clear which one is the winner? So right now, I am 2 or 3 inches away from each one of these microphones. Can you hear a difference? Is it clear which one is the winner? Now for this test, I was sure the podcast mic was going to win because it's made for this type of audio recording where your mouth is very close to the microphone. But to my surprise, the first 3 microphones sounded almost identical to me again. I cannot believe it. I never in a million years would have thought a podcast mic, shotgun mic, and lav mic could create the exact same audio quality, but what do I know? Once again, I think the 416 sounded the best, even though it's not really made for this type of audio recording. Now for this final test, I want to do post-processing on each one of these microphones' audio to get it to sound its absolute best. I'm going to be putting a compressor on each microphone as well as a custom equalizer to try to get my voice sounding the best. Take a listen to each one of these microphones after post-processing. Can you tell a difference, and which one is your favorite? Take a listen to each one of these microphones after post-processing. Can you tell a difference, and which one is your favorite? Take a listen to each one of these microphones after post-processing. Can you tell a difference, and which one is your favorite? Take a listen to each one of these microphones after post-processing. Can you tell a difference, and which one is your favorite? Once again, on this final test here, those first 3 microphones sound the exact same to me. I think you can get each one of them sounding fantastic. The only microphone I can really hear doing something different is the $1,000 416. So what have we learned when it comes to recording audio? Is the microphone most important? Is the placement most important? Or is the audio post-processing most important? After this test, I would say it's pretty clear to me that the position of the microphone is by far the most important. Right now, I'm about 18 inches away from each one of these microphones. So right now, I am 2 or 3 inches away from each one of these microphones. If you can get any decent microphone close to your subject's mouth, I think you're going to get really good audio quality. Now, of course, it's not going to work with some $9 Walmart microphone, but if you just spend a little bit, this one's only $100. I think you're going to be able to get incredible audio quality, even in a room that may not be treated professionally. To be honest with you guys, the reason why I wanted to make this video, the plan all along was that I was going to show you that you could get better audio quality out of a cheaper microphone if you were using it for a very specific type of recording. So I thought voiceover work was going to sound way better on the podcast mic than it does on the 416. Boy, was I wrong, but I guess you learn something new every day. This video is sponsored by Click-a-Snap, which is a brand new social media platform. It's one part Instagram, one part Shutterstock, and one part Google AdSense all wrapped into one. The most unique element of Click-a-Snap is that you get paid up to $9 for every 1,000 views your images get, which is honestly much more than we get paid on YouTube. And if you want, you can choose to sell your photos on the platform as well. Unlike every other social media platform, with Click-a-Snap, you don't have to give up your image rights, you don't have to figure out how to game some algorithm, and there's no data harvesting or selling to third-party entities. If you're a photographer looking for a new way to display your work while also making money, join Click-a-Snap in the link below.